Let's think of
Yeah.
questions or anything, but I haven't really thought about anything.
Okay, well, if no one has questions, I have questions for everyone here. Um, what do your conversations look like right now as you're recalling your sphere? What are you saying? How are they going? What do you wish you were saying? All of that. Maybe the question I should ask first is who's talking to their sphere? Who's making those calls, sending those texts?
I'll reach out to some people every once in a while, but right now it's mostly like the people that I have talked to that were either pre-approved and then like kind of are now waiting, and I'll check in on them, or people that were talking about being interested in and then starting the pre-approval process, um, and then just kind of like starting conversation like kind of where they're at, and not really pushing, like them onto anything, just kind of staying top of mind really. Um, and then when they're kind of ready and open. But other than that, I uh, haven't really had any prospects, mostly just because I've been busy and haven't really been able to like push any prospects.
Yeah. Well, so I've been thinking about this a lot. I had a conversation, a few of you were there when I was talking to Cody Felberg after Ignite one day about his prospecting beliefs. So he has a system that's not a system. It's so funny. He will whoever he thinks about, he calls them while he's driving. So the whole time he's driving, he's making phone calls, and it's whoever comes to mind that he feels like he hasn't talked to in a while. Probably not the best way for tracking and staying systematic, but he has way more good conversations than most people. It's also a great excuse. Some people are like, "Why are you calling me? This is weird. Why didn't you just send me a text?" Where if you're driving, like you shouldn't text, don't text, but you can call. And so makes it very easy for him to have great conversations. And then on Friday, we did the goal setting retreat. And so we go through 7 areas of life. One of the areas of life is relationships. And I was reflecting back on how often my friends will, when I run into them, they'll be like, "Oh, who do you talk to from high school or from the mission or from years ago?" And I'm always like, "Oh, not that many people." And they're like, "Oh, I wonder what so and so's doing." And I'm like, "Oh, he's doing this and this and this." And I just happen to know all of these things about all of these people because I am keeping in touch with more people than the average person. And every time that I do this, everyone is always like, "Man, I wish I were keeping in better touch with people." So then at the retreat, as I was going to set goals, I was thinking like, I like that. I like that I am keeping in touch with everyone. Like apart from real estate, like put that aside. Like if I never made money by having friends, um, I was thinking the more good relationships I have, the happier I will probably be in my life. And so why would I not just talk to all of my friends and family? Um, I heard on a podcast today, Scott Galloway, love his podcast. Anyway, he was talking about how he had like a bad relationship with certain people in his life, and he's like, you know what? I'm just going to be the best son or father or brother or cousin or friend or whatever as possible, and it doesn't matter what the other person does. I'm just going to be the best me, and that kind of changed his life. And I thought, this is great. I am going to be that person. It doesn't matter if you give me business. It doesn't matter if we become best friends, but I am going to be the best me and have that best relationship that I can with the very most amount of people, because who knows where that goes. All of my opportunities that I've had in life have been because the people around me, there's been very few where I find them all by myself and get them all by myself. It's usually all of the connections that I have. So if I were to create one challenge for you, it's not even real estate, but it will lead to real estate. is just have those conversations. Like build those relationships, talk to as many people as humanly possible, and catch up. Reach out to those people you haven't talked to in a long time. You never know where that's going to go and what kind of friendships even it will lead to. And ideally, it's going to lead to business as the bonus. Because if you can just be an awesome friend and make money doing that, that sounds great. So, my goal is to get a lot more purposeful with my DTD2 that we do. So I am like a 25 to 50% in reaching out to people based on this, but I am going to go all out and at least send messages to everyone. So every week, just do a little like this week, F and G, one of my favorite weeks. F and G. I don't know. Like how that those letters sound. So I'm just going to get purposeful on all of that. So, um, tell me, as I just ramble for 5 minutes, uh, what are you guys thinking? How can you improve relationships with people that you know?
See, that's kind of interesting because after we met with Cody, that Ignite class, I kind of started doing that same thing whenever I'm in the car. I just like kind of call people from way back in the day, and now me and the wife have like a Grizzlies game next week with some people. I've got a guys' night on Friday, and just a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't be doing unless I was calling a bunch of these people. So I'm trying to do that same thing. And hopefully it leads to some leads, but at the same time, it's kind of nice to just have some friends and have some stuff to do.
Yeah, real estate is the funnest job. Like our the work we need to do is to talk to our friends and family, which most people try to get out of work that they do to be able to message and talk to friends and family. Um, we can surf social media and call it business. I mean, you have to get purposeful around all of these things. You can't just be on Instagram and call it business. Some agents try that, but like how many people can say that for their job, they just talk to their friends and family, go on social media and like and comment on people's posts, and then just make money because of it? Like it's very few. It's obviously not that easy, but having those conversations will lead to make it feel a little easier. Okay, so it's Tuesday. We have our special guest on today, who had the best idea ever. Chrissy, she's like, "Oh, I have so many things that I want to do. I'm just going to start doing this every Tuesday." And I said, "Oh my goodness, you are a genius. Can everyone join in?" So, because it is Tuesday, it's the we probably need a better name for this, the Get Things Done Day. So she is going to be here in the office. Chrissy, you have a place that you're going to hang out? You have any thoughts? Oh, you're here. Oh, you're muted.
So I'm on my way out the door in just a second. And I don't even know where your office is, but you said we could meet upstairs somewhere by your
Yep.
office. Is
Come
that
upstairs.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking maybe
Okay.
like where Hunter does the tech hour. If you guys have ever been up there, go upstairs, turn left, turn right. There's a big butcher block table.
Okay.
Um, and we can start checking things off. I think everyone here has a roadmap. If not, I can send it to you, but it is a checklist of everything you should do to feel like you're up and going in real estate. Chrissy has a more advanced version of the same thing. So if you're like, I'm done with all of this, we can send you an advanced one that she's working on too. And just start moving the business forward, whether it's feeling like you have your buyer presentation or listing presentation created and ready to run through, or you have your database set up, or you just need to make calls. We're just going to systematically move through this every single Tuesday. So get ready for it. And we're planning to meet just like as soon as you can get here in the morning till like the afternoon. Chrissy, what's your thoughts? You're gonna go to like 2?
Yeah, till 2. I've got to be home by about 2:30, and I just wanted this to be my day where I can go in there and get my checklist items done each week, because I've noticed I've been doing real estate 20 years. The times I'm more consistent with my checklist, like sending out note cards to family and friends that are having a hard time, keeping up on my database, just things like that. My business is more consistent, right? The more consistent I am, the more consistent my business is. So that's the whole idea around this Tuesday, is I just want to make this my like go into work and focus on these items day. So
I love it. So good. And we have a couple of cheat codes here. So I'm in the office if you need anything. Dean has his office hours at 10 o'clock if you want a different opinion. Because he's been doing real estate for, I don't know, 100 years or something. So he has a
Forever.
lot of wisdom. Not just broker style questions, but if you're like, Dean, how have you talked to your sphere, or what do you think is most important? 10 o'clock, he's downstairs. You can go ask him questions. Have him give you his buyer presentation. I don't care. He's hanging out ready to help. So do that. And then we'll take a little break for team meeting, grab some lunch, and then back at it again till the afternoon until you guys have appointments or need to go grab kids or whatever you do later today. So
So
I'm excited.
Cameron, what's this
Yeah.
advanced roadmap? That sounds kind of fun. Is that, I mean, obviously, Chrissy, you've been at this a lot longer than most of us here, which is awesome. But you said something, Cameron, about a more advanced version. Is that just, do you have something like that you have
Yep.
put together? I'd love to see
Yep.
it.
So Shoni put it together as he's recruiting agents that have been in the business for a while, but feel like they still have so much to do and learn. It's like the beginner stuff doesn't really make sense. The very advanced stuff, like let's go build a team and all of these things don't quite make sense. So it's like, what's that middle stage where you go from I'm not new anymore to I need to move my business forward. What do you do and what could you do? And he has a whole bunch of things there. So
Cool. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but if you think I am, send it.
yeah, I'll send you. I have this new roadmap that I don't think I sent you, Amy.
No, I
That
don't think so.
I'll send. I've been using it for about a month now and trying to send it out just to make sure you have like the foundation, and then everything and the advanced one would build off of this foundation that you have. So, and to be
That'd be
honest,
great.
some of them are the exact same tasks. You know, like your database, it's never going to change. You're going to have to
Right.
work on your database when you're new, when you start to feel like you have the hang of things, and then when you're an amazing, awesome agent that's crushing it, you're still going to feel like your database is never there. So like always working on your database is at whatever level you're at, that's going to be a checklist item that you'll never leave. But that's where the consistency comes in. If you work your database every day, then you're going to be better off in the long run.
Sweet.
So come on in, come upstairs. We'll grab a comfy seat or something and just get things done together. So we'll see you in a bit, and then we'll see you all at team meeting. Should be a good one. Thanks, y'all. Bye.